All rise, be standing. Silence is required by the City Council of Williamsburg is sitting, with all manner of persons being present. Draw near, give your attendance. God save Virginia. God save Virginia. You seated, friends. We have the Williamsburg Foundation to welcome the 2020 City Council swearing-in ceremony, a day which is steeped in history and tradition. 321 years ago, in 1632, there's a small town here called Middle Plantation. It is eventually going to turn into the city of Williamsburg when it's renamed and becomes the capital city in 1699. In 1722, 298 years ago, the city gets its charter from King George I. It's the first city government in Virginia, and for a long time, the only city government in Virginia. 250 years ago, in 1770, this building was built, and ever since, it's been used by the city of Williamsburg as well as Jay City County. This is a very important day steeped in tradition. We welcome you here today. It is now my honor and my pleasure to introduce the Vice Mayor for the City of Williamsburg, Mr. Doug Pons. Mr. Vice Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here for our biennium swearing-in ceremony of the Williamsburg City Council. First, I'd like to introduce Mr. Maslin. He and I served together now for 2 years. And also, I'd like to introduce our new soon-to-be candidates, Mr. Pat Dent, Ms. Barbara Ramsey, Mr. Caleb Rogers. I'd like to also take just a second to recognize the Honorable Mayor Fryling and Councilman Zhang, who are clearly retired. Thank you for being here. With that, I'd like to welcome Ms. Legier, who's going to present the certificates of election.
Thank you. Well, it was an unusual election year, but I'm happy on behalf of the City of Williamsburg Electoral Board to present certificates of election to the newly elected members of council. Pat Bennett, Barbara Ramsey, and Caleb Rogers. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Now it's my honor to introduce Mr. Charles Maxfield, who's going to present the oath of office to the new candidates.
Repeat after me. I, W. Pat Dent,
I, W. Pat Dent,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and I will faithfully execute all the duties incumbent upon me
and I will faithfully execute all of the duties incumbent upon me
as a member of the City Council of Williamsburg, Virginia,
as a member of the City Council of Williamsburg, Virginia,
for a term of office commencing July 1, 2020,
for a term of office commencing July 1, 2020,
and expiring on June 30, 2024,
and expiring June 30, 2024,
according to the best of my judgment.
according to the best of my judgment. So I just want to take a moment to tell everyone, a year ago when I retired, I could have never imagined that I would be standing in this position. It is truly an honor to be standing here in front of all of you, representing Williamsburg on the Williamsburg City Council. It is, I had a lot of help along the way, but when I really sit back and look at it, to know that voters have entrusted you with representing them on City Council That means an awful lot. I don't take that lightly, and I will work to serve the community to the best of my ability and with the utmost transparency. Again, I said, there's a lot of people that helped along the way, and I'd like to take a moment to thank some of those. First of all, excuse me, my family's here. My wife Sandy, my son Matthew, his wife Candace, my granddaughter River, and my daughter Megan. The other two twins probably wouldn't have fit in too well here today, so they're not with us. But they've always supported me in my endeavors, 40 years in public safety, but now the next chapter of my life. I'd also like to thank everyone that worked on my campaign team. They worked tirelessly on my behalf. As Ms. Legier already stated, it was a challenging campaign with the coronavirus, but whether it was giving me pep talks when I needed it, placing yard signs, managing finances, making phone calls, you name it, and they did it. And I can never repay them for what they did during the campaign. And also, I want to thank all the voters that came out. It was a challenging time for them as well. Whether they voted with absentee ballots or, thankfully, to the electoral board that they provided a drive-through polling location that allowed them to minimize their exposure to potential coronavirus. All of the voters that came out and exercised their right, I thank you for that. As we move forward, today is the official duties of a new city council. And I know there's a lot of challenges ahead of us, but also know that there's some exciting opportunities ahead of us. And I look forward to getting to work. It seems like it's been a long time since the election, but I really am ready to get to work for the city of Williamsburg. I'm looking forward to working with my council colleagues and the members of the community so that we can make a positive impact on Williamsburg. Thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to serve.
Please repeat after me. I, Barbara L. Ramsey,
I, Barbara L. Ramsey,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I
Do
solemnly
solemnly swear.
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
And that I will faithfully execute all the duties incumbent upon me
and that I will faithfully execute all the duties incumbent upon me
as a member of the City Council of Williamsburg
as a member of the City Council of Williamsburg
for a term of office commencing on July 1, 2020
for a term of office commencing on July 1, 2020
and expiring on June 30, 2024,
and expiring on June 30th, 2024,
according to the best of my judgment.
according to the best of my judgment.
Congratulations.
And hopefully by 2024, you will not be very fast. It's a little bit harder to speak and be heard. But I just wanted to welcome everyone this morning, all of those inside the courthouse, those at home watching online, and those in the tent outside. And I'm appreciative to Colonial Williamsburg for offering this historic facility for our swearing-in ceremony. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank those who helped with my re-election. First and foremost is Bruce, my partner and campaign manager. Without him and my friends, family, and entire team, I wouldn't be standing here today. Little adjustment there. I'd also like to thank the voters because without them, I obviously would not be here starting my second term. I'm very thankful that the voters have entrusted in me their faith and confidence to continue as a policy-making member of the team for the city of Williamsburg. We've had a number of decisions over the last 4 years, and we will have a number of decisions, many of them hard, in the next 4 years. And I've learned that not with the outcomes, but I will continue to do my part, working collaboratively with my fellow city council members, doing my homework with researching subject matters, talking to residents and stakeholders so that we collectively can make the best decisions for Williamsburg. I'd also like to thank my fellow colleagues, Paul Freiling, Benny Zhang, and Scott Foster for all of their assistance and everything that they helped with the city over the last 4 years while I've been a member. I've learned a lot from them, we've accomplished a lot, and the city is indebted to them for their service. I look forward to working with this city council and welcome Pat and Caleb as newcomers. I also want to give a shout out to our exemplary city staff. I think that we are so fortunate to have an extremely dedicated and professional group of individuals who work tirelessly for all of us here in the city. So it's an honor and a privilege to represent Williamsburg as a member of City Council. Thank you.
I, Caleb T. Rogers,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and that I will faithfully execute all the duties incumbent upon me
and that I will faithfully execute all of the duties incumbent upon me
as a member of the City Council of Williamsburg, Virginia,
as a member of the City Council, Williamsburg, Virginia,
for a term of office commencing on July 1, 2020,
for a term of office commencing on July 1, 2020,
and expiring on June 30, 2024,
and expiring on June 30, 2024,
according to the best of my judgment.
according to the best of my judgment.
Congratulations.
Thank you all so much. I might say a few quick words as well. Thank you very much to Judge Maxfield for delivering the oath of office, for Colonial Williamsburg for hosting us here in the courthouse of 1770. Of course, for everyone for coming today amid the strangest of circumstances, and absolutely anybody who might be tuning in from home. I also want to thank my family, Mom, Dad, and Brooks for supporting me during my college career and now post-grad, and of course, two amazing campaign team members and friends, Liam and Helen, for being here today. Your devotion over the last spring semester made this all possible. I do have a couple of quick remarks. I promise they will be quick. One of the principles of the City Council over the last few years is the word brevity. So I promise to be brief, no matter how long it might take. Last night I got to thinking, it rarely happens, but sometimes it does, about genealogy of all things. One of the funny things that my family realized recently is that we actually have an ancestor who in 1779 served as an alderman, the city council equivalent here from the Williamsburg area. Robert Andrews was his name, and he was a clergyman, professor, but most notably he served during an incredibly tumultuous time in the United States' history. At that point, it was not the United States. So I got to thinking that even though Robert might have breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that the war for independence would be successful and that 8 generations later he has a relative who might be standing in the same place, we are still in incredibly tumultuous times. And I won't go in and elaborate on all that we might be going through right now. We've each been touched personally by the need for social distancing and the resounding rightful cause for racial equity. But I will say this, and that is that I could not be more comfortable to join this team at this time. On the dais, we have broad experience in both community service and business know-how, some with West Coast experience, some with international experience. But most importantly, we have 4 representatives who, for decades, have known and loved this city. So, Ted, Doug, Barb, and Pat, thank you all so much for the time you have given and the time you will give to this community. It is an honor to be joining you all, as it is an honor to be joining the amazing city staff we have in Drew, and Chris, and Sandy, and the wonderful many individuals who make sure that this city runs so smoothly. Lastly, I'd be remiss if I did not thank someone whose well deserving of rest right now, but he told me earlier that he got a morning run this morning and is here right now. That is former Mayor Paul Fryling. Paul, your dedication to the city, on the council, and appointed boards and commissions before this does not go unnoticed. Neither does your 181 individual responses to emails that we have received recently from many constituents on currently politically salient topics. So thank you so much for the time you've given to the city. It does not go unnoticed, and it served as a great guide for remaining city councilors and incoming city councilors on the best practices of local government. Lastly, in closing, we have a lot more ahead, not just as city councilors, but as a city. But I could not be more excited to join this loyal team, and I will work as hard as I can towards making sure that we maintain, as Southern Living put it, our distinction as the South's best small town. Thank you.
Mr. Maxfield, thank you for being here and doing that for us. Folks, that concludes the swearing-in ceremony. We're going to take just a brief intermission, and we're going to reconvene and conduct the organizational meeting. Sorry. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in 5 minutes. Yep, let you step out. Thank you.
Organizational meeting of the Williamsburg City Council to order. Nico, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Madison?
Here.
Mr. Pons?
Here.
Mr. Rogers?
Here.
Ms. Ramsey? Here. Mr. Dent?
Here.
The first order of business is the election of the mayor. Are there any nominations for mayor?
I nominate Douglas G. Pons as mayor.
Douglas Pons has been nominated. Are there any other nominations for mayor? With that, I'll close nominations. Ms. Fleeco, would you call the roll?
Mr. Madison?
Aye.
Mr. Pons?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Ramsey?
Aye.
Mr. Dent?
Aye.
Thank you very much. I look forward to working with you all. It's an honor, so thank you. Now I'd like to open the floor for nominations for vice mayor.
I nominate W. Pat Dent for vice mayor.
Are there any other nominations? Ms. Fleeco, please.
Mr. Madison?
Aye.
Mayor Pons?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Ramsey?
officials. First, we have Clerk of Council, Sandy Felicio. Is there a motion?
I move that the council reaffirm Sandy L. Belico as the clerk of council.
Second.
Ms. Felicio, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Maslin?
Aye.
Mayor Collins?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Ramsey?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Dent?
Aye.
Now we seek a nomination for the city attorney.
I move that the council reaffirm Christina Shelton as the city attorney.
Second.
Ms. Felicio, please.
Mr. Maslin?
Aye.
Mayor Collins?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Ramsey?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Dent?
Aye.
And that leaves us with an appointment of the city manager.
I move that the city council reaffirms Andrew O. Trivett as city manager.
Second.
Mr. Maslin?
Aye.
Mayor Collins?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Ramsey?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Dent?
Aye.
Thank you all for agreeing to serve again.
It's a long haul.
Thank you so much. So that leaves us now with the adoption of the city council's policy and procedures manual.
I move the city council adopt the city council policy and procedures manual as amended through approval of resolution 20-14.
Second.
Ms. Felicio.
Mr. Maslin?
Aye.
Mayor Collins?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Ramsey?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Dent?
Aye.
So that concludes our official business today. We do have a light reception outside. I hope that you all, if you have a moment to stop in and say hello to everybody. And with that, we'll close the meeting. Is there a motion to close?
I move that the meeting be adjourned.
Second.
Ms. Felicio.
Mr. Maslin?
Aye.
Mayor Collins?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Ramsey?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Dent?
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you so much.